Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest stories. We start with this report claiming that La Masia wonderkid duo Lamine Yamal and Alejandro Balde have signed a new contract with Barcelona finally, according to Gerard Romero. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about Raphinha, as it has been reported that Premier League giant Manchester City won the 60 million euro rated Barca winger as priority to replace Riyad Mahrez. Contacts have been made. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the stories in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. After announcing the signing of Oriol Romeo yesterday, Barca have more reasons for celebration as Gerard Romero is reported that La Masia wonderkid Alejandro Balde and Lamine Yamal have both signed their renewals with the club. Balde's contract with Barca was set to expire in less than a year, and talks of a renewal had been going on for a while now. Earlier this week, reports suggested that a full agreement over a new 5-year deal until 2028 had been reached. As for Yamal, the teenage prodigy turned 16 earlier this month, following which he became eligible to sign his first professional contract. The Blaugrana had been in talks to renew the wonderkid for some time and had reached an agreement over a 3-year deal until 2026, soon after his 16th birthday. Barcelona had been keen on tying down the duo to new deals before flying off on their pre-season tour to the United States of America, and it seems like they have succeeded in their endeavors with the pair signing their new contracts today. Both Yamal and Balde are spotted at Barca's offices earlier today, and Romero is now reporting that the La Masia duo has indeed put pen to paper on the new contracts. Balde enjoyed a stunning breakthrough campaign last time out, establishing himself as the undisputed first-choice left-back under Xavi Hernandez. Meanwhile, Yamal made his first team debut for Barca towards the back end of last season, becoming the youngest player to feature for the club in La Liga. Now that he has signed a contract, it is expected that the 16-year-old will be a permanent part of Xavi's first team setup and will have game time with Barca Athletic and not playing for the seniors at the moment. Of course, it's great that Barca have, given contracts to these two players, two top quality youngsters who have bright futures. Alejandro Balde, for one, has been a player that impressed many colours last season. And of course, it came as a shock when, after pre-season last year, nobody saw it coming until when Xavi started using him in the second match day of La Liga away to Real Sociedad, benching Alba henceforth. And the player have not looked back since. Barca have been so impressed, and a contract extension is well deserved. Of course, his contract, Bade, was set to expire in 2024, and of course, Barca could not let that just go like that because January could have come and he could have been free to sign a pre-contract or even go into agreement with any club if he wanted to. So Barca have tied down his future for 3 more years, according to this report, as Xavi intends for the youngster to be here as at a long time to make that left back spot his own, the same way as Jordi Alba made the left back spot his own for more than 10 years until Barde stepped into the fore and took it away from him. And of course, we hope that he continues to get better each and every season. Barde is still 19 years old, and yes, we can say yes, there's still room for improvement, but so far he has shocked many with the abilities that he has, and I definitely think that with time, as he gets mature, he will still be getting more better, and I think a contract extension was a good decision for Barca. Then for Lamine Yamal, another young prodigy that has been making headlines quite a lot from La Masia. I think he's a well-talented figure as well, and I think Barca have been always talking highly about him. Javi likes the player, and the player has been extending his contract as well. They have succeeded to extend it, but they are emphasizing that next season he will play very few matches for the senior team as the competition in squad is very tight, and he will now be playing most of his games, but for the Barca Athletic side. So let's see how it goes for those two. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. In a surprise development, Manchester City have identified Barca winger Raphinha as a priority transfer target as they look for replacement for exit-bound Riyad Mahrez this summer. This claim comes from Santi Awona of Foot Mercato, who reports that contacts have already been taking place between the two clubs about possible transfer involving the Brazilian international. Raphinha joined Barca only last summer, arriving from Leeds United in a deal worth €65 million, including add-ons. The 26-year-old started off slowly in Catalonia, but ended his debut campaign on a strong note, playing a key role in the club's La Liga title triumph. However, heading into the summer, Raphinha's future has been a topic of speculation, largely owing to Barca's financial situation and their need to make some important sales. Recent reports have suggested that the Brazilian has been attracting interest from Saudi Arabia, with an offer already in the table. However, his main aim remains continuing at Barca, while Xavi Hernandez is also keen or is also set to consider him as an untouchable. But some reports in Spain have suggested that of late that Barca need to generate 60 million revenue in order to successfully register their new signings and contract renewals, and Raphinha's sale could go a long way in helping them with just that. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.